Welcome back to Tier List Thursday, and today we're going to be ranking all of the Gen 6 Pokemon as we're working our way through the generations. This one's very fitting as we're getting ready to head back into Pokemon Legends CA at some point this year. Pokemon Day is just around the corner, so we'll be getting those news before we know it. But in the meantime, let's rank some Gen 6 Pokemon. This does include some forms, some that are not even technically obtainable. So we're going to go ahead and go through all these, starting at the very beginning with Chespin. Chespin is the starter that I picked, and the reason I picked Chespin is a very specific reason, is there was a gift Torchic at the very launch of X and Y, if you redeemed it within so many months, I don't remember the specific dates, and then you also got a Kanto starter, and of course I was taking Squirtle, so then I took Chespin to cover my fire, water, grass typing right out of the gate. So while Chespin's fine, it's not my favorite, like I said, I just took it for the type coverage. I would put Chespin like it'd be A. I'll go B, just because the evolution gets weird as we go through Quilladin and Chestnut. Chespin's cute, and then it gets a little bit weirder. Like, I could honestly probably rank it like that. We'll go with that. Chespin A, Quilladin, and Chestnut as Bs. Fennekin, I'm just not a huge fire type person. It's a fire fox. I thought Fennekin was cool. I'll give it an A. Actually, the whole evolution line for Fennekin will get the A, but Froakie is going to get the S tier. Greninja, especially Ash Greninja. As much as as I love water types, it happens. I've never actually picked Froakie as my starter in any playthrough so far. So maybe if Froakie's a starter in Legends ZA, I'll finally pick Froakie. We'll have to wait and see. Then we have Bunnelby and Diggersby. Bunnelby, Diggersby. I like Diggersby just because it's fun to say Diggersby. But other than that, the actual design, it's okay. It's okay. I'll give it a C. It's fine. It could maybe be a B, but that's fine. Now, Fletchling Talonflame line. Talonflame's one of my favorite early bird Pokemon for sure. I'm going to give Talonflame an S, and the other two will get A's. Just because Talonflame might have been my first legit level 100 Pokemon in X and Y, because X and Y is when I first completed my full living decks, and X and Y I probably put the most time into up until recently with the newer generations. So probably Talonflame was my first one that I had truly leveled up, like from an early level to level 100. So Talonflame gets the S there. On to Scatterbug, Spupa, and Vivian. Like, Vivian, I want to give it an F just because of all the different designs that are available, but also I really like some of the designs, so like it could be higher. Not S, not A. I'm thinking like BC to F just because of the designs, and we're gonna go F just because there's so many. I want to get a true living dex, and there's just too many. And then as far as Scatterbugs people, they're bugs. They're fine. They're whatever. They get D. That's fine. But Vivian, like, I want to get a full living form dex, and all of the Vivian patterns is going to make it so difficult that I'm like, I mean, maybe Legends ZA will make it easier. Maybe I'll change my mind after Legends ZA comes out. But for now, Vivian gets the F tier just because of all the different forms. On to Litleo. I like Litleo and Pyroar. They're fine. They're B. I like lions. I'm a Leo myself, so maybe that has some correlation with it. Not that I care much about zodiac signs, but Leo, fire, lion, I'll give it a B. Flabebe, Floette, Florges. We do have the special Floette. We'll see what kind of correlation this has with Legends ZA, and for that reason, it's getting an S tier, because that's just a cool looking Floette with the flower. That's a cool one. As for Flabebe, kind of similar to Vivian, there's just so many forms, honestly. I'll give Florges the D, just because I like that one better, but the different forms, all the different flowers, it's okay. It's just annoying, mostly. Gagoat got on my nerves. Gagoat, mainly Skidoo. Skidoo got on my nerves while we were hunting Cloth in Scarlet and Violet. I found so many shiny Skidoos that I got tired of it. So for that reason, I'm giving it a D, but Gogoat will get a B, because I like Gogoat. But Skidoo, Skiddo, however you pronounce it. I always thought of it as Skiddo, because like kiddo, but Skidoo. Either way, Pokemon pronunciations get crazy. And on to Pancham. The only thing I think about with Pancham is Slipshot getting a shiny of it after he was complaining and then rubbing it in my face because I didn't have a shiny Pancham. So, Slip, this one's for you. I'm giving it a C. And Pangoro. Pangoro's cool. I'll give Pangoro a B. Furfrou is, again, running into the form problem. They had a lot of form problems with this generation, as they have the Vivian patterns, the flowers, and then Furfrou's different cuts that you can give it. I'm curious to see how Legends EA incorporates that, because we already know Furfrou is going to be in the game. It was in the trailer. How are they going to incorporate all the different haircuts you can give it? We'll have to wait and see. Esper and the 2 Meowstic forms, they're fine. Nothing crazy. It is what it is. Honedge, Dewblade, I like how it showed both shield and sword forms, like sheathed and unsheathed forms of it. Aegislash itself is very cool. I'll give it an A. Aegislash is very cool. It doesn't really matter which order they're in, but I'm going to try to get this one in the middle just because. There we go. And then the Honedge Dewblade, I'm going to give it B's. They're blades, they get B's. The shield bumps up to an A. Not really, but I just like Aegislash more with its forms. Now, Spritzy, Aromatisse, they're okay. They're going D's. Same with Swirlix, Slurpuff. Don't really care for them. They were fine introductions. Like, I get what they're supposed to be, but I could care less for the most part. Inkay gets a C. And Malamar will also get a C, even though it's got a really weird evolution. You gotta turn it upside down. But we'll still put Inkay and Malamar at a C. That's fine. Alright. Binacle and Barbaracle. We'll put them B's. They're fine. Nothing crazy. Skrelp and Dragalge, also B's. Dragalge is close to an A, just because I really like the design of it. And then Clawitzer, we'll put, no, I'm going to put Dragalge in A, just because I really like the design of it. That'll work. And then Helioptile, Heliolisk, also B's. They're fine. And then Tyrant is my favorite fossil. Tyrantrum, my favorite fossils. Easy S tier for me. And then I'll give Aurora and Auroras, however you pronounce it, Amora, Auroras, whatever, as an A. I like that. I like the fossils from Gen 6. Gen 6 had some really, really good fossils. Then we have Sylveon Evolution. Let's put Sylveon. We'll give it an S tier. It's Sylveon. Sylveon's cool design. I'm fine with giving it an S tier there. Next up, we have Hawlucha. How do I feel about Hawlucha? We'll go B. Hawlucha's a decent Pokemon. I don't mind it. The Dende, the Pikachu clone, give it a C. It's a wannabe Pikachu. Carbink gets a D. Don't really care much for Carbink. Goomy, however, I really like the Goomy line. We'll give it A's. A's for the Goomy Slagoo Goodra line. That is worthy of an A. Klefki is C. It's fine. So, Phantump Trevenant. Do I like Phantump? Phantump Trevenant. I'll give it a B. Phantump Trevenant's fine. Pumpkaboo, Gourgeist. That is technically, again, one where you can run into different forms. I don't know if I've seen people worrying about those forms for their form living decks, because it goes small. What is it? Extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, or something like that. Maybe small to 2XL, something like that. But Phantump, Gourgeist have the different forms, and for that reason, I'm going to put it as a C. I like it, but the forms make it... I'm like, forms... Bergmite does not have the Hisuian Avalugg here, which is fine. Bergmite, I'll give Bergmite a B. Avalugg gets an A. I like Avalugg compared to Bergmite. Noibat, Noivern get an A. I like them. They're cool. Noibat's very cool. Noivern also very cool. Xerneas. I actually like Xerneas better than Yveltal, however you pronounce it. I want to give Xerneas an A or S, and we'll put Yveltal at the A, the alternate Xerneas form, also an S. And then you have all these Zygarde forms. I guess this one actually should have been there as far as the order goes, because there's the cells, and then the 10%, 50%, and 100% complete form. I like the complete form, that's an S. The 50% is an A, the 10% is an A, and then the little cells you can't actually get, so I'm going to put them at F. Diancie, there's no Mega Diancie on here, which is fine. I like Diancie, I'll give Diancie an A. Diancie's an A. I like Hoopa too, Hoopa's an A. Hoopa Unbound I like a little bit less. There's a little bit too much going on here. And the Volcanion is an A as well. I feel like that was a little more spread out compared to some of the other tier lists. And same with all my tier lists, I go in this without a set plan. I just start throwing Pokemon where I think they belong. And that is what we came up with. So I hope you guys are enjoying the tier list. If you are, hit that subscribe button, like button, all that good stuff. We'll be back next week with our Generation 7 tier list, working through all of the generations. There might be a little bit of a jump in there just the following week because that is Pokemon Day on February 27th. So Gen 8, Gen 9 might have to wait till March, just because Pokemon Day falling on the 27th. We'll be doing Pokemon Day things that day. But overall, I hope you guys are enjoying all the content. Be sure to subscribe and everything, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.